The revolt of 1857 starts at Meerut. But before this beginning, before the beginning of the great uprising, some other events has also taken, and these events, we should know these events. And these events, one of these events was that there was a sepoy of 34th Native Infantry. Infantry here means foot soldier. Infantry here means foot soldier. And infantry here means foot soldier. And when it says cavalry, that is horse soldier. Cavalry means horse soldier. So 34th Native Infantry, there was a sepoy of 34th Native Infantry, and he was a Pandisi. So when he come to know that he has to use greased cartage, that wrapping paper of greased cartage has to be bitten by the mouth. He became very angry, and he requested he put 2 bullets in his gun and fired on the sergeant major of the unit. Sergeant major of the unit. Sergeant major of the unit. And because of this reason, Mangal Pandey was arrested. Because of this reason, Mangal Pandey was arrested. And he was hanged also. Later on 8th of April 1857, he was executed. That is, he was hanged. He was hanged. फांसी दे दिया गया उनको. He was hanged. Now on 24th of April, 8th of April, what happens? Mangal Pandey was hanged in the same month. 24th of April, 90 men of 3rd Native Cavalry, this time cavalry. Third Native Cavalry.
थर्ड यहाँ पे क्या है, मतलब थर्ड आउट ऑफ 90 थर्ड
नहीं, थर्ड नेटिव कैवेलरी ये यूनिट का नाम रहता है. 4th नेटिव कैवेलरी, और उस यूनिट में बहुत सारे मेंबर्स. सेपोइज होते हैं. जैसे मैंने यहाँ व्हाट आई सेड 34th नेटिव इन्फेंट्री. So it is code given to that. So 3rd native infantry, there were 30 men, that is 90 sepoys of 3rd native cavalry this time. Refused to use the cartage. And when they refused, see, on 9th of May, the very next month, on 9th of May, 85 out of 90 have been dismissed from their job.
इसमें इंडियन सेपोइज था या फिर
all Indian sepoys. Britishers did not refuse to use. There was no problem with the Britishers, only problem with the Indians, because the cartage, we have already discussed cartage, the greased wrapping paper of the cartage was made up of fat of cow and pig. So it was Hindu and Muslim. Cow was
religious to
pious to Hindu,
and
pig was taboos for Muslims. Pig were taboos for Muslims. So on 9th of May, 85 of them were dismissed, and the punishment given, 10-year imprisonment. 10-year imprisonment. 10 साल जेल में रहेंगे, ऐसा उनको सजा दे दिया गया. So they were sentenced 10-year imprisonment. 10-year imprisonment. And when the other Indian sepoys heard this, they become their sentiments hurt. And because of this reason, all the Indian sepoys in Meerut rose in mutiny. Means they raised the banner of revolt against the British government. Rose in mutiny means they raised the banner of revolt against the British government. They rose in mutiny. Okay. They took up guns. बोले चलाना ही गन है तो पहले तुम ही को मारेंगे. Okay. They released their comrades, that is 85 who were imprisoned. So they released the all Indian sepoys, released their 85 comrades and then killed the British soldier. Killed the British soldier. So there was chaos in Meerut, and after that, in the evening, when the sun set, that is after sunset, okay, they decided to go to Delhi. They decided to go to Delhi. Okay, so that they could declare Bahadur Shah. They could declare Bahadur Shah, okay, as their leader. Okay, we should go to Delhi. ये मैंने समझने के लिए आपको बनाया. We should go to Delhi. These soldiers, okay, say we should go to Delhi and declare Bahadur Shah as the leader of revolt. Okay, leadership can be taken only by that person who is known to everyone. And Bahadur Shah was Mughal emperor, so he was known to everyone. Okay, even though he was aged and powerless, okay, but he was known to everyone. He was known to everyone. Okay, so there is the banner of revolt, and after sunset in Meerut, all this. Okay, let me finish it. So after sunset in Meerut, they started their journey towards Delhi. They started their journey towards Delhi. हाँ बोलिएंगे क्या क्वेश्चन.
वो सर the revolt was happened like the 85 men were dismissed from their job. Why? Because Mangal Pandey has
मंगल पांडे नहीं, 85 ये 90 रिफ्यूज किए थे, उसमें से 85 को जेल में बंद कर दिया गया.
रिफ्यूज किस चीज का यूज करने से?
हाँ, यूज करने से मना कर दिए है ना. दे रिफ्यूज टू यूज द ग्रीस्ड कार्टल्स. Okay, hope it is clear to you. Now coming to the next one. Okay, that is choice of Bahadur Shah as symbolic head. Okay, choice of Bahadur Shah as symbolic head. When at 4 o'clock in the morning, they reached. Okay, it is around 50 kilometer. Okay, Delhi is around 50 kilometer. Delhi is around 50 kilometer away from Meerut. Okay, so when they reached Delhi, they were joined by the local infantry, that is infantry of Delhi. Okay, when the in Indian sepoys in Delhi came to know that sepoys rose in mutiny, they also killed their British comrades. Okay, British soldiers, they also took up guns and killed the British soldiers and joined the revolt. Okay, the mutiny. सेपोइज बैनर ऑफ रिवॉल्ट रेज करती है तो म्यूटनी कहते हैं उसको. ओके, इसलिए मैं वर्ड म्यूटनी कर रहा हूँ. और जब ये लोकल पीपल और अदर सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी ज्वाइन करेंगे तब इसको हम लोग रिवॉल्ट या अपराइजिंग बोलना शुरू कर देंगे. होप यू आर गेटिंग द पॉइंट. ओके, सो व्हाट आई सेड, दे had when they reached Delhi, and the Indian sepoy posted in Delhi, they also killed their British soldier, British counterpart and joined the mutiny. They killed European officers, and there was Simon Fraser, who was a political agent of Delhi. Political agent of Delhi. Okay, so Simon Fraser initially tried to resist. They tried to prevent this. Okay, so he was also killed. He
prevented what?
He tried to prevent this Indian sepoys. The mutiny. He tried to suppress the mutiny, but he was also killed. Okay, what about Bahadur Shah? What I said, Bahadur Shah was around 84 years old, so aged. Okay, he was powerless, having no power. कोई सुनता कहाँ था? मुगल एम्पायर की कोई कहाँ सुनता था, है ना? So aged and powerless, Bahadur Shah has been declared as the emperor of India. Okay, and then he wrote letter to all Rajas, Nawabs and chief. He wrote letters to all Rajas, Nawab and chief. Okay, to organize a confederation. Confederation means an alliance
Alliance
Okay.
मतलब
Alliance means a group. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So सारे राजा नवाब चीफ मिल जाओ और पकड़ के ब्रिटिश रूल को यहाँ से भगा दो, है ना. सो ऐसा कह दिया बहादुर शाह ने, सबको लेटर लिखा. Bahadur Shah wrote later, okay, Bahadur Shah wrote later to all Rajas, Nawabs and chief to organize a confederacy and to throw the British rule, okay, out. To throw the British rule out. That is, okay, urging them to organize confederacy of Indian states to fight and replace the British regime.
Okay.
To fight and replace the British regime. I hope you are getting. Okay. Doubt आएगा तो आप पूछ लेंगे, है ना. The entire Bengal army, okay, when the revolt, the news of this mutiny, okay, reaches Bengal, okay, entire, okay, Bengal army rose in revolt, and spread quickly. This spread quickly, okay, and this revolt of sepoys were accompanied by, okay, whom? Civil populations. Okay, it's because we have already discussed all the causes. Almost all section of the society were not happy with the British policy. Okay, except a few handful of Indians. Except a few handful of Indians who remained loyal. Okay,
Yes.
and this uprising shook up the British authority. Shook off the British authority. Okay, so this is Mughal Emperor. This is Mughal Emperor. Okay, and ये हो गया हाथी घोड़ा लाल की एंड जय कन्हैया लाल की. मैंने फोटो लगा दिया है इसमें. Okay, and different section of the society participated since, okay, the participation of each section need not to be discussed because it is not part of your syllabus. Okay, so participation, peasant participated because, okay, because of revenue settlement introduced by the Britishers. In almost all revenue settlement, okay, the rate okay, was higher, that is around 50%. Rate of revenue was higher. Okay, then artisans, handicraft, okay, all industry collapsed because of British policy. So they were also not happy. Shopkeepers, laborers, zamindars, religious mendicants, priests, civil servants, nobody were happy, and so they all participated in the revolt, and it is their participation that gave a real strength and character of this uprising. It is the participation of these people which gave the real strength to the great uprising. To the great uprising. Okay, so if there is any doubt, then you can ask now. Okay, now we will discuss some of the storm centers, okay, and leaders of the revolt. Storm centers and leaders of the revolt. Okay, some of the important storm centers in brief and leaders of the revolt. Storm centers. Okay, see, it was actually confined. The revolt, the great uprising, was confined to North India and up to, you can say Central India, North India.
Storm centers मतलब
storm centers means जहाँ revolt का प्रभाव बहुत ज़्यादा था. The impact of the great uprising was very much. Okay, so this was confined to North India and Central India. South India remained untouched. South India remained untouched. If all the India, different means entire India rose in revolt, definitely the Britishers has to go at that point of time. But due to lack of nationalism, feeling of nationalism, up to some extent you can say, due to lack of feeling of nationalism, some section of the society has not participated, and there were some who remained loyal to the Britishers, like Sindhia. Hyderabad, they remained loyal. Many others were also there. So we'll discuss some storm centers like Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow, Banaras and Allahabad, Bareilly, Bihar, Faizabad, and finally the Jhansi. And with the defeat of Jhansi, the revolt comes to an end almost. So these are some of the important centers. Here is Meerut. Okay, so we have discussed what has happened in Meerut, and from Meerut, okay, the sepoys moved to Delhi. From Meerut, the sepoys moved to Delhi. And what I said, okay, in Delhi, okay, Bahadur Shah has been declared as the leader of the revolt, but Bahadur Shah was symbolic head. Okay, he was not able to fight and come to the battlefield. Okay, so actual leadership was taken by, in Delhi, actual leadership, actual command, real command was taken by a group of soldier, group of soldier, and this group of soldiers was headed by, Bakht Khan. Okay, this group of soldier was headed by Bakht Khan. Okay, so real command in Delhi was on the you can say taken by, real command at Delhi was taken by Bakht Khan. Okay, Bakht Khan. He was earlier fighting at Bareilly. The Bakht Khan was taking the leadership at Bareilly, and from Bareilly he came to Delhi. From Bareilly he came to Delhi and took the command in Delhi. From Bareilly he came to Delhi, okay, along with the group of soldiers, and took the command of Delhi. But what happened? Okay, see what happened in Delhi. Okay, what happened in Delhi? There was a Britishers called John Nicholson. John Nicholson took the leadership. He appeared on the scene. John Nicholson. What is the name? John Nicholson. And he besieged Delhi again. He recaptured Delhi again. Successfully recaptured Delhi again in September 1857. So I hope you got it. Okay, Bahadur Shah was symbolic head. Okay, and actual command was taken by whom? Actual command was taken by Bakht Khan. Okay, who was heading a group of soldiers. Okay, and he was fighting from Bareilly. He was fighting in Bareilly, and from Bareilly he came to Delhi. Okay, and then what happens in Delhi? Bahadur Shah was caught and sentenced to life imprisonment. He was deported to Rangoon. Rangoon is a city. Nowadays it is in Myanmar. Rangoon is a city in Myanmar. So he was sent. Bahadur Shah was sent to
Myanmar.
Rangoon. Okay. लाइफ इम्प्रिजनमेंट मतलब आप जब तक रहेंगे रंगून में रहिए, ठीक है. एंड नाउ इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट रंगून ऑन द मैप ऑफ म्यांमार, यू विल नॉट फाइंड रंगून. नाउअडेज इट इज यंगून. ओके, तो ये इसका नाम अब यंगून हो गया है और इसको आप यंगून की फॉर्म में देख सकते हैं ना. सो यू कैन स्टिल फाइंड दिस सिटी. ओके, एंड हियर इन यंगून, दैट इज रंगून. ओके, in Rangoon 1862, okay, he breathed his last. That is where he died in 1862, and his sons were gunned down on the road so that there would be no Mughal empire, no Mughal ruler from. So his sons was gunned down. He died in 1862, and in this way Mughal come to an end. Okay, if there is any doubt in Delhi section, then you can ask.
No, sir.
No. Now coming to Kanpur. Okay, now see here Kanpur. Okay, so this is Kanpur. The leadership at Kanpur was provided by Nana Sahib. Okay, leadership at Kanpur was provided by Nindariya?
No, sir.
Nana Sahib. Okay, leadership at Kanpur was provided by Nana Sahib. Who was Nana Sahib?
Peshwa of the one who was not refused by the Britishers.
Adopted son of
वो तो बाजीराव टू.
Bajirao II,
Yes, sir.
and his
he was
pension was discontinued.
discontinued by the Britishers because he was an adopted.
His pension was discontinued. First, he was not given the post of Peshwa, and second, his pension was discontinued.
because
So
of doctrine
he
of
was not happy with this
Yes, sir.
British policy, and that is why he accepted Bahadur Shah as Mughal emperor. He accepted Bahadur Shah as Mughal emperor. And in the beginning he performed very well. He fought bravely, and with the help of Tanya Top and Azimullah. यही तानिया तोप हैं जो यहाँ जब नाना साहब की डिफीट हो जाती है तो झांसी की रानी को चली जाएगी, दैट इज लक्ष्मीबाई को हेल्प करने चले जाएंगे. ठीक है, और लक्ष्मीबाई की हेल्प करने के बाद ये इधर उधर छुपते फिरते हैं, लेकिन इस देश में गद्दारों की कमी नहीं है. कोई ट्रेटर इनकी इंफॉर्मेशन लीक कर देता है कि इधर हैं, और फाइनली ही वाज काउट एंड हैंग्ड आल्सो. ठीक है, सो इन द बिगनिंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ तानिया तोप एंड अजीमुल्लाह, he defeated Wheeler, and he defeated Wheeler, captured the city and declared himself as Peshwa. General Havelock defeated Nana Sahib. Later on, General Havelock defeated Nana Sahib and recaptured the city. He fled to Nepal, and after that, no information. So was never heard of again. He fled to Bengal. फिर कहाँ गए, किधर गए, अभी तक कोई पता नहीं है ना. और अब नहीं पता है तो करके भी अब चलेगा भी लगता है नहीं है ना. 1857 और so what I said, leadership was at Kanpur was provided by Nana Sahib. He accepted Bahadur Shah as emperor of India, and in the beginning with the support of Azimullah and Tanya Top, he defeated Wheeler. Captured the city, that is captured Kanpur, and declared himself as Peshwa. Peshwa means Prime Minister. And later on Havelock defeated Nana Sahib. And recaptured the city. Nana Sahib fled to Nepal and was never heard of. Any doubt? Next comes Lucknow. Begum Hazrat Mahal, wife of Nawab Wazid Ali. We have discussed Wazid Ali was captured during the process. So Begum Hazrat Mahal first declared British Khan. British Khan was a minor son. So he was a minor, but he was first declared as Nawab, और उनके नाम पर ये नवाब का आदेश है. So first he was declared as Nawab. He was a minor. British Khan was declared. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा हुआ है आपके बोर्ड में शायद. Perhaps नहीं. Begum Hazrat Mahal declared British Khan as Nawab and launched an all-out attack. Begum Hazrat Mahal launched an all-out attack. all-out attack मतलब पूरा का पूरा एकदम पूरे दम लगा के ब्रिटिशर्स पे हमला कर दिए वो लोग. कौन? बेगम हजरत महल. And Henry Lawrence has been given the responsibility to deal with the you can say he was in the British residency. जो ब्रिटिश का बिल्डिंग था लखनऊ में, उसमें हेनरी लॉरेंस बड़े ही आराम से इंतजार कर रहा था कि यहाँ तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं, मैं तो हूँ. And there were other Englishmen also. He was the leader. So Henry Lawrence and other Englishmen were captured, besieged in residency. बोला तो बैठा हुआ था बिल्कुल. Were besieged, captured in the residency, killed also. उधर से हैवलॉक देखे तो कानपुर में बहुत हंगामा मचाया था, नाना साहब को डिफीट कर दिया था. So Havelock came to rescue ओके, मतलब अभी अभी नाना साहब को हरा के आया हूँ, अब बेगम हजरत महल को भी हराऊंगा. ओके, बट ही फेल्ड. और ये दिल्ली जो है ना, नील, जनरल नील, ये दिल्ली में व्हेन रिवॉल्ट वाज बीइंग सप्रेस्ड इन दिल्ली, नील ऑल्सो प्लेड अ ग्रेट रोल. निकोलसन तो मैंने बताया था, नील ऑल्सो प्लेड अ ग्रेट रोल. ओके, नील वॉज ऑल्सो किल्ड इन लखनऊ. हैवलॉक किल्ड, जो कानपुर में था. ओके, he felt, Havelock felt, and Neil, General Neil was killed. At the end, Colin Campbell, he took the leadership. Colin Campbell, okay, Colin Campbell took the leadership and he defeated the rebels. And he was able to recapture Lucknow in 1858. In 1858, साल हो गया Lucknow, 1858. So I hope it is very much clear to you. At Lucknow, Begum Hazrat Mahal declared British Qadir as Nawab and launched an all-out attack. Okay, Henry Lawrence and other Englishmen were captured in the Residency, and Havelock came to rescue them, but failed. Neil was also killed, who played a great role in the suppression of revolt, suppression of rebels in Delhi. And Colin Campbell was finally able to suppress the rebels in 1858. Okay, anything to ask? Now, some more like Faizabad. I said, at Kanpur, Nana Sahib defeated Wheeler with the support of Azimullah and Tanya Top. Okay, so Azimullah was a native of Madras. वो इधर आके प्रीचिंग कर, वही के ओरिजिनली वही के रहने वाले, मद्रास, साउथ इंडिया. ओके, ही वाज अ नेटिव ऑफ मद्रास. ओके, बट मौलवी अहमदुल्ला took the leadership in Faizabad. This is what Faizabad. You can see here Faizabad. Okay, it is in Eastern UP. It is in Eastern UP. So Maulvi Ahmadullah took the leadership in Faizabad. No more detailing of this. Now coming to Jhansi. Okay, the leadership at Jhansi was taken by whom? Lakshmi Bai. Okay, Lakshmi Bai. Leadership at Jhansi was taken by whom? Lakshmi Bai. Okay, so and Tanya Top was giving support. When I was teaching Kanpur, I said after the defeat of Nana Sahib, Tanya Top came to support. support झांसी की रानी. ओके, लक्ष्मी बाई
वो क्या नाम था इसका, एक और
अज़मुल्ला,
वो मतलब बस उन दोनों में से ये आई थी. वो
तानिया तोप आए थे.
ठीक है,
तानिया तोप आए थे, है ना. अज़मुल्ला तो फैज़ाबाद में देख रहे थे. सो नाउ सी इन्वेडेड ग्वालियर फोर्ट. ग्वालियर was under the control of Sindhia. Gwalior was under the control of Sindhia. Okay. Initially, she asked for help because Sindhia was also Indians, but Sindhia refused. So she fell on Gwalior. She seized Gwalior. Okay, she fell on Gwalior and she seized Gwalior from Sindhia. Now Sindhia was taking refuge in the fort of Agra. Sindhia was taking refuge in the fort of Agra with the Britishers. Okay, with the Britishers. Okay, so now heroes, इसको हगरोज नहीं पढ़ेंगे, इसको हीरोज पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, ये देखने में कुछ लगता है, प्रोनाउंसिएशन को पढ़ते हैं हीरोज. तो हीरोज आएगा उधर से ग्वालियर को कब्जा करने के लिए, है ना. हाँ, हीरोज. So heroes took the leadership, okay, from British side, and he advanced towards Gwalior. Okay, he advanced towards Gwalior. Okay, he advanced towards Gwalior. Okay, he advanced towards Gwalior, and finally these heroes defeated the rebels at Gwalior, and Rani was fighting in the battlefield, and she died fighting on 17th June 1858. Okay, 1758. Hope you are getting this. The company forces was able to recapture Gwalior. Okay. She died fighting in the battlefield. She was very brave.
Rani Lakshmi Bai.
Very brave. Okay. Only man in the battlefield. ऐसा कहा करते हैं. Okay. And Tanya Top fled, but I said what? He was caught and tried and hanged. Okay. And with their defeat, the uprising comes to an end. Uprising comes to an end.
Consequence.
So I hope these things are clear. Okay. So we have discussed some of the storm centers, that is Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow, Banaras and Allahabad, Bareilly, okay, Bihar, Faizabad, Jhansi. Okay, these storm centers we have discussed in brief. Okay, now if there be any doubt, you can ask now. Now, okay, we'll be discussing consequences of the Great Uprising. Consequences of the Great Uprising. Okay, we will be discussing consequences of the Great Uprising. 1 minute, please. Okay. Now, consequences of the Great Uprising. See, the consequences. First, see, we'll be discussing under 3 heads. That is related to constitutional and political fields. Related to constitutional and political fields, and then we will discuss reorganization of the army. Okay, that is the what happens, number of British troops increased, number of British troops increased, and you can say
good impact पे change होता है या bad impact पे change होता है, like इसके बाद जो result निकलेगा वो good for advantage होता है या disadvantage?
Definitely advantage to Indians. Okay, good for Indians, but okay, जितना चाहिए था उतना नहीं मिलेगा, जितना चाहिए था उतना नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि वो पता है उनको कंसेशन अगर नहीं दिया उन्होंने तो फिर ये लोग रिवॉल्ट कर देंगे, और अगर इस बार रिवॉल्ट कर दिए तो अभी पकड़ के पीटा है ना इंडियंस ने उनको, तो बाद में बहुत दिक्कतें होगी. ओके, सो विल फर्स्ट कवर दिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एंड पॉलिटिकल फील्ड्स. Okay, consequences related to constitutional and political fields. Okay, so we will be discussing under these, okay, all these consequences under these. It's first, end of the company rule. Okay, that is company rule.
East India Company.
Okay, company rule from the company's transfer to crown. Okay, then change in the designation of governor general. Governor general has been renamed as viceroy. Okay, then they will accept the treaties. Okay, we have discussed in the causes that they were not honoring the treaties. Now they will say, now sorry sir, galti ho gayi, we will honor the treaty, terms of the treaty. Change in the policy towards Indian states, abolition of Peshwaship and Mughal, and policy of divide and rule is followed by the Britishers now. And this sacrifice which have been made by the Indians will be the you can say will be the reason for the rise of nationalism. The people started having the feeling that we all belong to a nation that is called India. Okay, end of the company. Okay, end of the company rules. तो अब उसमें एक एक करके सारे consequences को हम लोग discuss करेंगे. So what I said, the rule of company, okay, comes to an end. Rule of company comes to an end. Okay, all the powers have been transferred to whom? Crown and the British Parliament. Crown वहाँ के you can say राजा को बोलते हैं, ऐसे queen होती थी, ठीक है. So British Crown and Parliament. Okay, British Crown and Parliament. All the powers, that is Government of India, passed into the hands of British Crowns and Parliament. Government of India passed into the hands of British Crown and Parliament. Okay, then see, earlier you can say what body were working, that is Board of Control and Board of Directors. These two body were these two bodies were working. पूरा कंपनी को कौन संभाल रहा था? यही दोनों, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर एंड बोर्ड ऑफ कंट्रोल. बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर okay, this was abolished. Board of director was abolished. Okay, board of director was abolished, and all the powers of board of control was abolished, and board of directors, okay, all the power of board of director have been taken by the Parliament of Britain. Okay, so board of control was abolished, okay, but board of director was not having any power. क्या? Okay, was a stipend of all its power. सब power छीन लिया किसने? पार्लियामेंट और क्राउन ने मिलकर. Okay, and instead of a governor general, Parliament, okay, was to appoint secretary of a state. Parliament was to appoint a secretary of a state. क्या हुआ? एक पार्लियामेंट ने सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट बना, एंड दिस सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट वाज अ मेंबर ऑफ ब्रिटिश कैबिनेट. Secretary of state was a member of British cabinet, and there was a council formed, and this was 15-member council. This 15-member council. This 15-member council was constituted to aid and advise this secretary of state. Okay, this British, okay, you can say secretary, a council of 15 members was constituted to aid and advise secretary of states.
Of India.
Okay, secretary of states. Now, out of these 15 members, 8 members to be appointed by the crown. 8 members to be appointed by the crown, and 7 by the directors of company. Okay, and the office of secretary of state was in London, but his payment was made from Indian exchequer. It is not good thing. Okay, but all his expenditure was made by Indian government. By that's a special. Okay, all his expenditure was made from Indian exchequer. Okay, all his expenditure was made from Indian exchequer. So hope this point is very much clear. Okay, end of company rule. Okay, and board of control was abolished, and all the power of board of director has been snatched. It becomes powerless. Parliament appointed a secretary of state, and the secretary of state is to be assisted by a council of 15 members. Out of 15 members, 8 members is to be appointed by crown, and 7 members is to be appointed by directors of the company. The office of secretary of state was in London, but his expenditure was paid from Indian exchequer.
But these 15 members were Indians or Britishers?
These 15 members, all Britishers. Indians.
तो वो वही लोग रूल करेंगे ना.
सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट वहां से सारे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को देखेगा. ठीक है, और वही वो बैठा हुआ है, और यहाँ जो गवर्नर जनरल होता था उसके जगह पे वाइसराय होगा. ओके, सो चेंज इन द डेजिग्नेशन ऑफ गवर्नर जनरल. सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट को गवर्नर जनरल से मत कंपेयर कीजिएगा. ओके, गवर्नर जनरल हैज बीन डेजिग्नेटेड एज वाइसराय. ऑल पावर्स रिमेन सेम. ही हैज बीन डेजिग्नेटेड एज वाइसराय. ओके, ही हैज बीन डेजिग्नेटेड एज वाइसराय, है ना. एक बढ़िया सा मैंने
वाइसराय वही गवर्नर जनरल को ही बोलते थे ना.
हाँ, ओके, रीनेम्ड एज वाइसराय. ओके, सो अब इंडियंस थोड़ा टेंशन में आ जाएंगे कि ये वाइसराय कौन आ गया, नया व्यक्ति आया है इंडिया में, है ना. तो ये बताएगा कि नहीं हम नए नहीं हैं. डू नॉट वरी. ओके, डियर नवाब्स एंड राजास, ओके, आई विल परफॉर्म द सेम फंक्शन एज आई डू. ओके, as governor. Okay, as I do as governor general. Okay, तब इंडियंस बताएंगे, ओ यू आर नाउ कॉल्ड वाइसराय ओनली.
Yes.
Okay, सो अब ये ब्रिटिशर्स बताएगा यस 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 यू आर राइट. ओके, तो ये मैंने आपको समझने के लिए बनाया और आई होप यू गॉट दिस पॉइंट. Now accepting the previous treaty. See what has happened. Okay, all the Nawab, Rajas and chiefs lost faith in the Britishers. Okay, so Britishers also realized this. Okay, that Nawab, Raja and chief and leaders of India have no faith on us. So they said, sorry sir, it was my mistake. Now I will honor the treaty. Now I will honor the terms of treaty. Okay. Oh, तब इंडियन नवाब्स और राजा जो भी हैं बोलेंगे ओ वेरी गुड है ना, एकदम मुस्कुराते हुए क्या वेरी गुड है ना. तो बोलेगा सर गलती हो गया हमसे, है ना, अब मैं ऐसा नहीं करूंगा कि ट्रीटी का उल्लंघन करूंगा. आई विल नॉट वायलेट द टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रीटी, आई विल ऑनर द ट्रीटी. हाँ, इंडियन नवाब्स बोलेगा वो वेरी गुड ब्रिटिशर्स, है ना, ऐसा करके. अब यहाँ पे देख लीजिए, ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट fully realized that this great uprising has taken place only because of the discontent caused by their aggressive policy towards Indian prince, है ना. वो क्या कहा कि वो अब माफ़ी मांगेंगे, उनका ऐसे भी पहले भी पॉलिसी रहेगा, है ना, गलती करेंगे माफ़ी मांगे, फिर गलती करेंगे माफ़ी मांगे, एक भी को एक सिंगल बैटल में नहीं हराया उन लोगों ने, है ना. अब देखिए इधर, therefore they took measures to appease the prince and make Indians loyal to the British. Okay, and first among them was to honor the treaty, that Indian rulers entered with the British East India Company. Okay, so what they want to do, they want to first they understood, they realized that appease मतलब उनको शांत करेंगे, है ना. Okay, they understood that because of our aggressive policy all these things has happened, so we should take some measure we should take some measure to appease prince and make them loyal to the British. और पहला मेजर लेंगे कि ये लोग को बताएंगे कि अब आप लोगों को ट्रीटी का उल्लंघन नहीं होगा. there will be no violation of treaty now. Now change in the policy of change in policy towards Indian states. So वो यहाँ के जो वो होते हैं ना, क्या trust of Nawab, Razas and other leaders, they will try to win the trust. Of this section of society. So they say that dear Nawab and dear Rajas and chief of India, there will be no annexation by the British government. There will be no annexation. That is, doctrine of lapse has been said, a final goodbye. Now Indian rulers were allowed the right of adoption, but number of Indian soldiers in the army was restricted. मैंने वो पहले भी बताया. Numbers of Indian soldiers in the army was restricted. Adoption valid कर दिया, adoption भी valid कर दिया, लेकिन आर्मी में जो सोल्जर्स थे इंडियन उसको रिड्यूस कर दिया. हालांकि इसको डिस्कस करेंगे उसमें. Now what happens, उनको बोला कि now we the Britishers will not be interfering in the internal matters of the state, except in case of misgovernance. ये misgovernance बहुत वेग टर्म है ना. Just remember Awadh, annexed on the pretext of misgovernance. तो इसको उन्होंने चिपका दिया थोड़ा सा, है ना. अब शायद ब्रिटिशर्स को, इंडियंस को अंग्रेजी नहीं समझ आई हो, लेकिन ठीक है, कुछ नहीं से बढ़िया कुछ तो मिला. फिर मैंने बताया कि terms of treaty को ऑनर किए. एंड दोज हु हेल्प ब्रिटिशर्स ड्यूरिंग द रिवॉल्ट, दे हैव बीन अवॉर्डेड fabulously बहुत सारा अवार्ड मिला उनको. Okay, so that they could remain loyal. Okay, they could remain loyal. One among them, I said, Sindhia of Gwalior and Nizam of Hyderabad. Okay, what was the award for Nizam of Hyderabad? You know, 5 lakh pound. Hyderabad was, okay, had to pay the British government 5 lakh pounds. Okay, and Hyderabad was relieved of his debt because they supported the British government. अब हैदराबाद भी लॉयल रहेगा, है ना. बोलेगा यार अच्छा आदमी है तुम, तो थोड़ा सा मैंने हाँ कर दिया तो तुम्हारे मेरा पूरा डेट ख़त्म कर दिया. यू आर गुड. और मैंने पेशवाशिप को तो मैंने बताया कैसे एबॉलिश हो गया और मुग़ल भी कैसे ख़त्म हो गए, है ना. तो आफ्टर द डिफीट ऑफ नाना साहेब ही इज केप्ट टू नेपाल एंड वाज नेवर हर्ड ऑफ. सो पेशवा वाज अबॉलिश्ड एंड टाइटल ऑफ मुग़ल एम्पायर वाज आल्सो अबॉलिश्ड आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ बहादुर शाह. वो पहले बता चुका हूँ.
एबॉलिश मतलब वही ना सर,
खत्म कर दिया गया, कम टू एन एंड.
और ये जो पेशवा वाला था दैट
पेशवाशिप also comes to an end.
पेशवाशिप वही दैट the adopted child would not become
adopted child नहीं, पेशवाशिप मराठा का प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ मराठा को पेशवा बोलते थे. तो अब कोई नहीं होगा. मराठा को तो ऑलरेडी अनेक्स कर चुके थे ना वो लोग. दे हैव ऑलरेडी अनेक्स्ड मराठा. ओके, तो पेशवा नहीं रहेगा कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर, वो तो नहीं रहेगा. पेशवा नहीं होगा कोई. तो पेशवाशिप एंड मुगलशिप अबॉलिश्ड. यहाँ मैंने दिखा दिया ये पेशवाशिप एंड मुगलशिप अबॉलिश्ड. आगे चलें. पॉलिसी ऑफ डिवाइड एंड रूल वाज फॉलोड. पॉलिसी ऑफ डिवाइड एंड रूल वाज फॉलोड. Okay, see, during the revolt, Hindu and Muslim unity played a very greater role. Okay, it was not said that you are Hindus. Nana Sahib, Begum Hazrat Mahal. Okay, so there was Hindu and unity. Okay, there was unity, Hindu-Muslim unity, and it puts a threat on the British authority, and that's why they adopted the policy of divide and rule. They will try to create divide between the two. They will try to create hatred between the two, ill feelings between the two, hatred between the two, ill feelings between the two. Okay, ill feelings, so that they could never unite and becomes a threat to Britishers, and their rule could last longer. And the far-reaching effect of nationalism, far-reaching effect of the Great Uprising. The far-reaching effect of the Great Uprising. Okay, the far-reaching effect of the Great Uprising was a rise of nationalism because of the sacrifice of Indians. Okay, so rise of nationalism. We will discuss this in the next chapter. Okay, then a result pertaining to army. What happens now? Earlier, crown appoints its own troop. Company has its own troop. ठीक है, क्राउन का अलग ट्रूप होता था और कंपनी का अलग ट्रूप होता था. जो क्राउन भेजती थी ना वो इंग्लैंड से अपॉइंट होके आते थे, और जो कंपनी करता था ना, इंग्लैंड वाले यहाँ बस गए हैं, दे गॉट सेटल्ड इन इंडिया एंड दिस पीपल्स आर रिक्रूटेड बाय द कंपनी. जो यहाँ के बस गए हैं और उनके जो रिलेटिव्स हैं, है ना, उनके जो वो या उनसे कोई भी रिलेटिव है वो अपॉइंट कंपनी करती थी. ना बोथ द ट्रूप्स वर एमलगमेटेड, सबको मिला दिया गया. मैंने बोला ना कंपनी की रूल ही खत्म हो गई. ओके, तो दोनों ट्रूप्स को मिला दिया गया. ठीक. देन इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ यूरोपियन ट्रूप्स, प्लेसिंग आर्टिलरी एंड अदर इफेक्टिव वेपन्स exclusively means only and only exclusively in the hands of Europeans. ओके, अब इंडियन सेपोइस को एकदम से ओके यू कैन से इफेक्टिव वेपन्स नहीं मिलेगा, आर्टिलरी नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, एंड देयर वाज increase in expenditure on army also. So hope this point is clear to you. Okay, this point is clear to you. The rest we will discuss in the next class. Okay, the rest we will discuss in next class.